The vest of sunflower motif top is made up of the body, front and back chest pieces, collar, and cuffs. As you can see, the main part is entirely constructed by joining motifs together. After completing the main piece, work the corner triangles. Finally, crochet the collar and cuffs. Let's first learn how to make the body. Start by crocheting the motifs. Begin with a foundation chain of 12 chain stitches. It's already been started here. Make 4 chain stitches to start. Work a double crochet in the 9th chain from the hook. Chain 2. Skip 2 chains, work a double crochet. Crochet 4 chain stitches. Work a slip stitch in the first braid position. Don't pull this slip stitch too tight. The first row is completed. Move on to the second row. Crochet 5 chain stitches. Turn the work piece. From the third braid on the right side of the double crochet, work a double crochet. Pick up 2 strands. Continue and work 2 more double crochets. Work 2 chain stitches as a transition between the double crochets. Then work 2 more chain stitches. Work a double crochet in the third braid position. Chain 2. Work another double crochet in the adjacent braid. The second row is completed. The third and fourth rows are simpler. Crochet them all the way down. When you encounter the beginning chain position, always pick up 2 strands from the third braid. After completing the 4th row, continue with the 5th row. Chain 4 as a beginning chain. Turn the work piece. Skip 1 double crochet and leave it unworked. Crochet 1 double crochet in the second stitch position. Chain 2. Work 1 double crochet in the adjacent double crochet stitch. Crochet 1 treble crochet at the beginning chain position. Also pick up 2 strands. The 5th row is completed. Starting from the 6th round, crochet in rounds. Chain 1 as a beginning chain. Crochet 3 single crochets in the hole below. Place a marker at the first stitch position. Crochet 3 stitches at the edge of the next row as well. Then crochet 4 stitches. Complete crocheting them. Finally, finish the single crochet in the starting position hole. Crochet 2 more stitches. At the first stitch position, conclude with a slip stitch. The 6th round is completed. Crocheting single crochets and chains for the 7th round is relatively simple. Just complete them. Then move on to the 8th round. Chain 1 as the beginning chain. Work a single crochet. Mark the stitch. Then crochet 14 chains. Crochet a slip stitch on the 3rd chain. Pick up 1 strand of yarn. Continue with 3 chains. Skip 1 single crochet. And crochet a single crochet in the 2nd single crochet position. A group of stitches is now completed. Continue with the 2nd group, 14 chains. Slip stitch in the 3rd chain position. 3 chains. Skip 1 single crochet. Crochet a single crochet. The 2nd group of stitches is done. Finish crocheting this round. After completing the slip stitch of the last group, directly crochet a double crochet on the first single crochet. This round is completed. Move on to the last round. Turn over. Start with 4 chain stitches as beginning chains. Mark the last stitch. Crochet 8 double crochets in the chain circle. Together with the beginning chain, that's 9 stitches, 3 chains. Then crochet 9 double crochets. The first petal is done. Directly in the chain circle, crochet the corresponding number of double crochets and chains. Finally, join with a slip stitch at the beginning chain position. Cut the yarn. Weave in the yarn tail. The first motif is completed. After finishing the motif, you can measure its diameter to ensure it matches the dimension indicated on the chart. For the following motifs, they all need to be worked and joined simultaneously with the previous motif. Move on to the second motif. Connect to the first motif while crocheting, joining at 2 petals in total. On the second to last petal, 9 double crochets have already been completed. Now crochet a chain for the actual connection, starting with the first chain. Release the loop. Take out the previous motif. Insert the hook into any chain space in the middle of a petal. Draw the loop through. Crochet 2 chains. Finish this petal. After finishing, crochet the last petal. Start with 9 double crochets. 1 chain, release the loop. Connect to the petal on the right side of the first petal. Draw the loop through. Crochet 2 chains. Finish crocheting the remaining part. Break the yarn. These two motifs are now connected. The following motifs will be connected in the same way. Connect to the middle 2 petals on the left side of the previous motif. When connecting, pay attention. You can stagger the colors of adjacent motifs. This will make the overall design more aesthetically pleasing. Continue connecting down to the position of the second to last motif. For the last motif, you need to connect it to the previous motif, and also connect it to the petals on the right side of the first motif, forming a circle with them. I will demonstrate the joining method here. When crocheting the 5th petal of the last motif, first, connect with the 5th petal from the right side of the first motif in this round, counting from the left to the right. After completing the connection, when crocheting the next petal, connect it to the adjacent petal. Continue crocheting down to the third to last petal. When crocheting the second to last petal, connect it to the middle 2 petals on the right side of the previous motif. Connect the 5th petal counting from the left. While connecting, be mindful that all motifs should have the right side facing out. Do not twist the motifs. Connect the last petal. Finish with a slip stitch. This is the joining method for the first round of motifs. After completing the first round of motifs, then connect the motifs of the second round. For the first motif in the second round, connect it to the middle 2 petals on the top of any motif from the first round. For the 2nd through 7th motifs, you need to first connect them to the 2 petals above from the previous round's motifs, and also connect them to the 2 petals on the left side of this round's motif. This is where the stitch marker is placed. First, complete the first 7 petals. Connect while working on the 8th petal. After finishing the petals below, continue to crochet 1 more petal downward. This petal requires no connection. When crocheting the last 2 petals, connect them to the previously marked petals. Finally, break the yarn. The second motif is now connected. There is an interval of 1 petal between the 4 motifs on top and bottom, which are not connected. When you crochet the corner triangles, connect them then. Repeat this process, continuing until the second to last motif is completed. Be sure to pay attention to the orientation of the motifs below when connecting. The clearer texture side should face outwards. Make sure not to connect incorrectly. For the last motif in the second round, you need to connect 6 petals. Start connecting from the 5th petal. First, connect it to the 2 petals on the right side of the first motif of this round. Then, connect it to the 2 petals in the middle below. Finally, connect it to the 2 petals on the left side of the second last motif. This is where the stitch marker is placed. Just connect them all together. The motifs in the second round are now connected. The body section is joined properly. Next, we'll start connecting the front and back chest pieces. Let's begin with the front chest piece. For the first row of the front piece, connect a total of 3 motifs. Connect the first motif to any motif on the body section. Once that's done, move on to connect the motifs in the second row. In the second row, connect 1 motif on each side. This motif only has 9 petals. We call this motif 2. The crocheting method for the first few rounds of motif 2 is identical to motif 1. Continue working down until the 8th group of chain stitches in the second to last round. After completing, make 2 chains. Skip 1 chain and 1 single crochet. Work a single crochet in the chain space. Continue with 2 more chains. Skip 1 single crochet and 1 chain. Work a single crochet into the single crochet stitch. After completion, work 2 chain stitches. Make a single crochet in the hole, then 2 chain stitches. Skip 1 single crochet, pick up and work 1 single crochet. You can see there is 1 single crochet remaining on the left side. Work the last group of chains here. Make 1 double crochet at the stitch marker position. The second to last round is now completed. Next, work the last row. Adjust the chain stitch position. Start with 3 chain stitches. Release the loop. Insert the hook into the right single crochet stitch. Draw the loop through. Work another chain stitch. The beginning chain is now complete. Corresponding to 1 double crochet, make 8 double crochets in the chain space. Then 3 chain stitches. 9 double crochets. Finish the first petal. After completing the first petal, when working on the second and third petals, connect with the first motif of the first row of the front piece. After connecting 2 petals, continue downward to finish the remaining petals. After all motifs are completed, make a slip stitch in the single crochet on the left side. Pull tight. Cut the yarn. Motif 2 is now completed. The other side's motif 2 is crocheted in the same way. When working on the third to last and second to last petals, connect them with the motif underneath. This completes the front chest piece. The back chest piece is connected in the same way as the front chest piece. When connecting the first motif of the first row, pay attention. It needs to be connected with the last motif of the first row of the front chest piece, with one motif interval. When connecting the first motif of the second row, it also needs to be connected to the motifs on the front piece. After completion, connect the motifs in the middle. This is motif 3. The crocheting method is slightly different from motif 2. I'll demonstrate this technique. For the second to last round of motif 3, crochet 9 groups of chain stitches first. After finishing, make 3 chain stitches. Skip 1 single crochet. Work a single crochet in the second stitch position. Continue with 3 chain stitches. Skip 1 stitch and work a single crochet. After completion, crochet the last group of chain stitches. The second to last round is now complete. Move on to crocheting the last row of petals. Connect them while you crochet. This is what motif 2 looks like when it's done. Next, connect the last motif of the second row. This motif needs to be connected to the petals underneath first. Then connect it to the 2 petals in the middle of this row. Finally, connect it to the 2 petals on the edge of the front piece. That's it. Once they are all connected, the back chest piece is now complete, and it's also connected to the front piece. For the vest style, up to this point, the main part is done. After completing the assembly of the main part, work a corner triangle. Let me explain first the crocheting method for adding a corner triangle between 4 motifs. Start with 5 chain stitches. Pick up 1 strand on the first chain. Crochet a slip stitch, don't tighten the slip stitch. Then crochet 9 chains. Take the motif. Insert into any chain space position that connects 2 petals. Draw the loop through. Crochet 10 chains downward. After completing the chain stitches, crochet a slip stitch inside the starting ring. Then crochet 5 chains. Release the loop. Insert the hook into the middle of the adjacent petal. Draw the loop through. Crochet 6 chains. Slip stitch. Now you're at the connection point between 2 petals again. Continue with long chain connections. At the unconnected petal position, crochet short chain to connect. Repeat this process to connect them all. Finally, crochet a slip stitch in the ring and fasten off the yarn. One corner triangle is now completed. You can see that the corner triangles between the 4 motifs all consist of 4 groups of short chains and 4 groups of long chains. The amount for crocheting the collar corners is slightly different from the corners in the middle position. I'll first explain the back neck part. For the back neck, on both sides of the middle motif, crochet 1 corner triangle each. This corner triangle has a total of 3 groups of chains. Both sides are short chains. The middle part is 1 group of long chains. First, insert the hook into one of the petals. Crochet the short chains. Then reach the connecting position between 2 petals. Work the long chains. Then crochet another group of short chains. The 2 corner triangles for the back neck are now completed, and the corner triangles at the hem position are also crocheted using this method, with 2 groups of short chains and 1 group of long chains. For the front neck, crochet 1 corner triangle on each side of the middle motif. The crochet technique is similar. When connecting the petals above, crochet short chains, and between 2 petals, crochet long chains. Pay attention that in the final middle petal position, you need to crochet 1 group of long chains. Both sides are symmetrical. Connect these areas together, and the previous corner triangles is completed. Only the middle petal corresponds to a group of long chains, while the rest of the petals are crocheted using the same corner chain stitch method as before. When crocheting the underarm corner triangles for the vest style, note that there are 7 joining points. On the middle side of the underarm, connect 2 petals. And at the connecting position, 1 petal. Then connect 2 petals with the motifs on top and the chest piece. Note, all the individual petals here are connected with short chains. You can take a look, it achieves this kind of effect. For the specific corner triangles, they're labeled on the chart, so you can refer to the chart for connecting. At the armhole position of the vest style, for the upper corner triangle connection, it's also about connecting the 2 petals on the left and right to the middle connection point. Note that the edge petals are connected with long chains. The petals at the center of the shoulders are all connected with short chains. The specific positions are marked on the chart. Refer to the chart and connect them once you're done. This is the crocheting method for the corner triangles at the armhole position of the vest style. Next, we'll crochet the collar. Here I start casting on from the junction of the front and back pieces. Make a slip knot with the yarn tail. Insert it into the chain space in the middle of the petal. Either of the 2 spaces on the left or right will work. Chain 1 is the beginning chain. Work a single crochet in the same position. Then chain 4. At the middle position of the petal on the left side. Work a single crochet. Pick up the stitch and continue crocheting. Then, chain 4 more. Now we're at the position of motif 2. Insert the hook into the chain space next to this single crochet, and work a single crochet. Chain 4. Then work 1 single crochet in the middle single crochet stitch. Right here. Chain 4. Work a single crochet in the chain space at the edge of the petal. Chain 4. Work a single crochet in the middle position of the petal. We worked 9 double crochets for each of our petals, that is, at the position of the 5th stitch. Work a single crochet in the chain space. Chain 4. Now we're at the corner position. Work 1 double crochet in the starting chain space. Chain 4. On the left side here is a group of double crochets. Work 1 single crochet in the middle position. Unless otherwise specified, between 2 single crochets, always chain 4. Now we're at the petal in the middle. Work double crochets between 2 petals. The front piece is half done. The other half should be symmetrical to this side. Finish crocheting it. Now we're at the back piece position. Continue with 4 chains. Work a single crochet in the middle of the petal. After completing the first petal, chain 2. Work a single crochet in the middle of the next petal. Pay attention to the single crochet at the tip of this corner triangle. No need for double crochets. Now we're at the position of motif 3. After completing the single crochets on the petals, chain 5. Work a double crochet in the middle single crochet below. This half of the back piece is now complete. Finish crocheting the remaining sections. Finally, end with a slip stitch in the first single crochet stitch. Pull tight. The first round of the collar is completed. Pay attention while crocheting. Chain 2 as a transition between these two petals on the back piece. For the double crochet in the middle, and the single crochets on both sides, chain 5 as a transition in the middle. Now work the second round. This round consists of single crochets and chains. Start with 1 chain as the beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet in the same stitch. Crochet 2 single crochets in each of the adjacent 3 holes. For this round, chain 1 as a transition between every 2 single crochets. Now we're at the single crochet in the middle of the motif. Pick up the stitch and work a single crochet. Continue to work 2 single crochets in each chain space. This entire round involves working single crochets into the holes. When you encounter the stitch pattern for the corner triangle, or between 2 petals, and at the center of the motif, you need to pick up the stitch and work 1 single crochet. Work 1 single crochet in the hole made by the 2 chains on the back piece. Repeat this process, and follow the chart to complete this round. Join with a slip stitch at the marked stitch. Pull tight. For the next step, work the final round. Chain 1 as the beginning chain in the adjacent space, which is between 2 single crochets. Work 1 single crochet. Mark the stitch. This round consists of 1 single crochet followed by 1 chain. Crochet in rounds. Note that the single crochets are worked into the chain spaces between 2 single crochets from the previous round. Finally, finish with a slip stitch. Break the yarn. Weave in the yarn tail. And this is the technique for the collar. The method for crocheting the sleeve cuffs of the vest is similar to the collar, and the specific insertion points are marked on the chart. Follow the chart to complete them, then weave in all the ends. That's how you finish the vest.